Welcome to Chapter 9. In Chapter 9, we're going to focus on the concept of kinship. Kinship has traditionally been important for anthropologists because in most small-scale societies, kinship provides the basis for social and cultural organization. Kinship also provides the model for understanding how human societies or cultures originated. As an example, in modern society, education is a function handled primarily by the government. The government decides the location of schools, what will be taught in the schools, at what age children should attend schools, and what the curriculum should be. In smaller scale societies, kin networks or kin groups make these same decisions. The grandmother, for example, may be responsible for religious education. Perhaps an uncle teaches the child to hunt, or an aunt or a cousin teaches the child how to take care of younger siblings. The mother or father perhaps may teach the child household tasks in an apprenticeship type of relationship. All of this is decided based on your relationship to other members in your family or in your clan. Religion is also a kin function in most small-scale societies. Religious leadership, as well as who's going to be in the audience or the followers of a religion, are determined based on your relationship to those leaders. Religious functions, for example, who serves as godparents, who provides the religious training, who provides the religious mentoring, who, for example, may participate in religious ceremonies. All of these facts are determined by kinship or your relationship to other people in your group. Work is usually a kinship function in small-scale societies as well. Kin groups work together, they hunt together, they farm together. And in these work activities, not only solidify their relationships with each other, but follow organizational rules based on age and relationships. Family businesses are an outgrowth of these kinship relationships, and although they may continue to exist in modern societies, the kin network is typically diminished or smaller. In smaller scale societies, kin networks may include extended families for several generations. Here, laws and corporations govern the rules within a business. In smaller scale societies, your family relationships, who's older than who, and who has primary responsibility for the family, would determine your relationships within the business. Entertainment here is a corporate or governmental or societal activity. Whether you're talking concerts and rodeos or whether you're talking TV and the internet, it's something the family is not in control of and is not responsible for. Again, in smaller scale societies, families provide the network for communication, telling stories, singing songs, dances, family holidays or celebrations provide the opportunity for individuals to be entertained and enjoy each other's company, again solidifying those relationships within the family. Laws here are a matter of government concern. What those laws are, how you choose to obey those laws, are determined by factors such as a legal system, representatives, courts, police, and prisons, all institutional arrangements. In smaller scale societies, the family or your relationships with other people determine who obeys who. For example, younger members of the family may be expected to obey older members in the family. Women may be expected to obey men or elder women in the family, mothers-in-law perhaps, or senior wives. Children would be expected to obey parents without a set of legal rights all of their own. In turn, enforcement is a kinship activity, with other family members being responsible for each other. Enforcement as well as punishment may be family activities. And, for example, banishment may be the ultimate punishment in a society where your identity is determined by the relationships that you have. Power and politics are also determined by kin relationships in most small-scale societies. Who you're related to is frequently more important than what you're able to do. Traditionally, not only those relationships, but factors such as birth order within the family determines who has power over who. And finally, who you're able to marry, who's going to raise your children and how they're going to be raised, who's going to take care of elder people, who's going to participate in rituals. All of these are kinship activities in small-scale societies, as opposed to larger-scale societies in which institutions and laws may provide for everything from child care to elder care to the rituals that are observed within society. Churches as institutions have replaced family groups in terms of religious activities and most of the rituals that we engage in society. Kinship, again, is extremely important for anthropologists, and one of the first activities they engage in when going into a new culture is figuring out who's related to who and how those relationships help shape the culture.